to venue. In a short while from now, the Prime Minister would be addressing all the delegates who are sitting here. Remember, this is extremely crucial given the fact that this is the General Assembly just ahead of the centenary, the Interpol centenary that is going to take place next year. So the General Assembly is essentially the time when the Interpol comes together to decide the agenda for the next year. What is important to point out here is that with the participation of about over 135 nations of the 190 member states is an indication of the challenges that the Interpol countries actually face together. So what is likely going to be the agenda right now, Shivagi? We have been given to understand that on the sidelines of the Interpol General Assembly would also be the bilaterals that are essentially going to take place between several countries. There is a possibility that India could also carry out bilaterals with countries like the United Kingdom, US, as well as Canada and Singapore. However, we're waiting for a confirmation on that. But remember, in the General Assembly, what is going to be important is that with these member states coming together, the idea is to brainstorm over the challenges that these countries face in combating various challenges, various crimes, and the ever-changing crime. Let's not forget what we have essentially witnessed with cyber terrorism being one of the major causes of concern. So all of that essentially going to be also part of the General Assembly. Interestingly, Russia is also participating. Along with Russia, Ukraine too is participating in the 90th General Assembly. Not just that, we are also given to understand that Pakistan is also present in the 90th General Assembly. So what's going to be important right now is to look at some of the other concerns that member states also have. Whether at all Russia is going to be blocked, because remember at the inaugural session in which the Secretary General made it amply clear that Interpol is not essentially favoring any of the countries to be blocked, because remember that leads to some sort of a black hole, especially when it comes to policing, and that is something that the member states perhaps cannot afford at this point in time. Slipping into a short break. On the other side, we'll get to more details of the 90th General Assembly, the Interpol.
सर, यू वांट टू से समथिंग? सर बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर। आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर कुछ तो बताइए सर। एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now, you see, is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh, made by Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं। We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर, यू वांट टू से समथिंग? सर बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर। आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर कुछ तो बताइए सर। एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now, you see, is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh, made by Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर कुछ बताइए सर. एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर कुछ बताइए सर. एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Viewers, PM Modi at the 90th Interpol General Assembly. Visuals getting on your screen right now of that event. PM Modi will address the 90th Interpol General Assembly just in a short while. Interpol's supreme governing body, the General Assembly, meets once a year to take key decisions which are related to the functioning. The meeting will be held in India after a gap of 25 years after it was last held back in the year 1997. Very, very significant day here for India. The 90th General Assembly of Interpol will be held today, and the visuals on your screen as well. PM Modi will be addressing the Interpol General Assembly. The meeting will be attended by delegations from 195 Interpol member countries comprising of ministers, of police chiefs of countries, heads of national central bureaus and senior police officers. A short while back, PM Modi also met the Interpol Secretary General as well. Visuals of that there on your screen. And this is a 4-day General Assembly as Interpol's supreme governing body. And they meet once a year to take key decisions which are related to its functioning. Now, over the coming days, the Secretary General there said that they'll be addressing a range of global security issues and how these can be addressed through the unique platform which is Interpol. So This is the story we are tracking right now, and we'll get to every update. PM Modi is already there at the 90th General Assembly. Republic is reporting live from the 90th General Assembly, and very, very shortly, and we will get to that update. All right, so very soon PM will address the Interpol General Assembly. Viewers, it's being held till October 21st. And this meeting, as you can see, is being attended by the delegations from 195 Interpol member countries, which are comprising of ministers, police chiefs of countries, heads of national central bureaus and senior police officers as well. And it's very, very significant for India especially because remember that the meeting will be held in India after a gap of 25 years.
Thank you. We now present to you a welcome video from the host nation, India, showcasing a microcosm of our country in all its color and glory.
Welcome to
Viewers, Interpol meet in India after 25 years. The Republic is reporting live at the 90th Interpol General Assembly, and we'll get to all the details from there. We are live from the 90th General Assembly of the Interpol. All right, getting some more breaking news coming in right now. What we can get you that Saurav Ganguly has said best wishes to Roger Binny. Breaking news coming in this point in time, viewers. Remember, a short while back, Roger Binny was elected as the new president of the Board of Control for Cricket in India during the 91st annual general meeting. And right now, Binny has replaced a former Indian captain, Saurav Ganguly. And Saurav is now speaking to Republic post the BCCI meeting, where he has said, first response coming in from Saurav Ganguly, that all the best to Roger Binny. He's saying all the best to Roger Binny. Saurav speaks to Republic post the BCCI meet right now, and he has responded and said best wishes to Roger Binny. Remember, Binny is the first World Cup champion to become the BCCI president.
So they'll take this, the new group will take BCCI forward. BCCI is in great hands. Indian cricket is strong, so I wish them all the luck. I wish Roger all the best. So they'll take this, the new group will take BCCI forward. BCCI is in great hands. Indian cricket is strong, so I wish them all the luck.
All right, Saurav Ganguly speaking exclusively, viewers, to Republic TV. You just heard that soundbite of Saurav Ganguly speaking to Republic TV post the BCCI meet, and he has said that best wishes to Roger Binny. First response coming in to Republic post the BCCI meet, viewers. You just heard, just a short while back, you just heard that soundbite of Saurav Ganguly. Remember, Roger Binny has been elected as a new president of the BCCI during the 91st annual general meeting. Let's listen in to that response coming in from Saurav Ganguly, exclusive to Republic TV. All right, viewers, first Ganguly response post that meeting over there. Exclusive images. You can see this on Republic only. This is first and exclusive Republic.
यार फिर तुम ये प्रश्न शुरू कर दो। ऐसे हाथ रहो, जाने दो, लिफ्ट जाने दो, चलो चलो।
All right, first response post the meeting, where Saurav Ganguly has said that best wishes to Roger Binny. Remember, Binny is now the president of the BCCI, a member of the 1983 Cup winning squad. Binny is in fact not new to cricket administration. He has also been a coach and a former national selector. But right now, Saurav Ganguly, the predecessor to Binny, has responded, and this is a very, very exclusive conversation that Republic TV has had with Saurav Ganguly, where he has said very, very clearly that Indian cricket is strong. Wish them luck. He has said that as well. He's also said additionally and wished Roger Binny the best of luck and sent him his best wishes. Roger speaks to Republic post the BCCI meet, which has happened right now, and we have got his reaction first, just after that meet got over, viewers. Remember that Roger Binny has now replaced the former Indian captain, Saurav Ganguly. All right, Srijani is joining me live from the Mumbai newsroom. Srijani, first response coming in from Saurav Ganguly. And he has spoken Republic TV, and he has said he's very formal about it, and he just said that I wish all the best to Roger Binney, Srijani.
Well, yeah, indeed, Shivangi, putting all the speculations to rest. Roger Binney, the former 1983 World Cup winning captain, has been handed all the BCCI reins of the BCCI president. And Saurav Ganguly, we have his first reaction coming in as he has wished Roger Binney all the very best and has also commented on the BCCI handing Indian cricket and Indian sports ecosystem under Roger Binney himself. As we have his reaction, Saurav Ganguly, we all thought Saurav Ganguly would be hesitant to speak on his reaction after stepping down from the BCCI. Not stepping down exactly, but the fact that he has been removed as the BCCI president, if that's the correct word to use. Roger Binney also spoke exclusively to us on Republic TV. Shivangi.
Right. And we heard that exclusive conversation, Srijani, there. It's extremely important because this is coming in after a lot of speculations. But Saurav Ganguly again saying the Indian cricket.
To raise the bar of performance and deliver. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Honorable Union Home and Cooperation Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, whose singular efforts have seen a tangible and robust paradigm shift in security and law enforcement response in this country. Sir, I thank you for having graced us with your august presence. We have amidst us Shri Ahmed Nasser Al Raisi, Inspector General of the Ministry of Interior, United Arab Emirates, and also now President of Interpol. This will be the first General Assembly which will be held under his presidency, and it is hoped that new milestones in operationalizing Interpol initiatives will be set forth at this conclave of police professionals. Present amidst us is also Mr. Jürgen Stock, a police professional from Germany who is the present Secretary General of Interpol. Mr. Stock has provided the organization dedicated leadership during his tenure, which has seen unprecedented growth in operational activities at Interpol. I am encouraged by the presence of delegates from the police fraternity from member countries and observer organizations. We look forward to hearing from you and sharing your ideations and experiences in your own country, which will help us in formulating responses to a safer and better world. Your gracious presence here underscores the uniqueness of Interpol. We policemen are the sentinels of justice, and in these times of extraordinary changes in the threat environment, justice for the victim of crime has to become the cornerstone of all police response worldwide. All criminal activities affect the common man globally, and it needs to be reiterated that we policemen in our own systems have sworn to protect the common man. Ladies and gentlemen, many are the challenges which need to be addressed. There is an urgent need to develop a robust, informal response where the network of police chiefs can engage rapidly and cut short legal red tape. Friends, looking at you today, I am indeed reminded of what Louis Armstrong famously sang, and I quote, I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It gives me great pleasure to invite Major General Ahmed Nasser Al Raisi, President of Interpol, to deliver his opening address.
Namaste. Good afternoon. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Masa al khair. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here at the 90th Interpol General Assembly in New Delhi. First, I would like to thank the Indian government for their warm welcome and superb organization of this event. Aap Sabiko Dhanyavad. Just last year, I had the privilege of being elected president by you all at the 89th General Assembly in Istanbul. I take this honor seriously. I want to take this opportunity to repeat the commitment I made to you on that day to drive forward modern Interpol, to enhance transparency, to support
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर बताइए सर. एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand. Security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat. The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर बताइए सर. एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand. Security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh. Manish Sisodia.
All right, viewers, getting some breaking news coming in at this point of time. Delhi riots case, Delhi High Court rejects a bail plea of accused Umar Khalid in Delhi riots case. Getting some big breaking coming in at this point of time. What we can tell you is that Delhi High Court has rejected the bail to Khalid. Delhi High Court has pronounced its order and has rejected the bail of Umar Khalid's bail plea in the UAPA case, which relates to alleged conspiracy behind the February 2020 riots. And remember that Khalid had now filed a plea in the High Court challenging the decision of rejecting the bail application in the lower court. So this is the big news getting for you right now. Umar Khalid's bail plea has been rejected by the Delhi High Court in the Delhi riots case. This is the news that's breaking right now on Republic TV. Remember, the Delhi police had booked Khalid under several provisions of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, or the UAPA, the Arms Act and the Prevention of Damage to Public Property Act. He was arrested back in September 13, 2020, and he has been in custody ever since. Right now, the Delhi High Court has pronounced its order in the bail plea moved by the Umar Khalid, where clearly the Delhi High Court has rejected the bail plea of the accused Khalid in the Delhi riots case. This is what we're getting for you right now, that Khalid's plea in Delhi riots case has now been rejected, viewers. Like we just told you, Delhi police had booked him under several provisions of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, the Arms Act and the Prevention of Damage to Public Property Act, and he was arrested back in September 13, 2020 as well. So Khalid's bail plea is rejected. That means that he will also be remaining in jail. That's the top story we're breaking for you right now on Republic TV. The Delhi High Court has pronounced its order and rejected the bail of Khalid's application. And I'm also being joined by our executive editor, Legal Rhythm. Rhythm, take us to the details.
The Delhi High Court dismisses Umar Khalid's bail plea. Remember, he moved the Delhi High Court after he was earlier denied bail in March. He's booked under several provisions of the UAPA, very stringent act, the Arms Act, the Prevention of Damages to Public Property in Delhi police's largest conspiracy case of 2020 Northeast Delhi riots, which were covered right here on Republic TV. And while this is happening, we also remember that as Umar Khalid has tried to get bail even earlier, the court has earlier also stated that this will not happen. Today, the bench of Justice Siddharth Mridul and Justice Rajneesh Bhatnagar pronounced the order. He filed his plea earlier, but the Delhi High Court, after reserving order, had stated, he said he was in custody since 2020, 13 September. However, the special public prosecutor in the Delhi riots case, Amit Prasad, has said Shaheen Bagh was a planned protest, not a Dadi Nani one. And there were, of course, senior advocate Pradeep Payal for Khalid, who tried to say that there is no violence that Khalid's speech is made. But earlier, the Delhi police had also stated and concluded arguments in the case, saying that he was one of the main accused. Keeping all this in mind, the Delhi police also completed their arguments in the Delhi High Court. Today, the Delhi High Court said, we don't find any merit in appeal, and Umar Khalid's bail plea is dismissed yet again.
All right. Thank you, Rizam Bharadwaj, Executive Editor, Legal, for getting us all the details. In the Delhi riots case, Umar Khalid's bail plea has been rejected. Viewers, Delhi High Court rejects the bail plea of the accused in the Delhi riots case. Time for a very short break. We will be getting you all the details, and we continue to be live and breaking on Republic TV.
Sir, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। मनीष जी बताइए सर, एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now, you see, is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh, made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं। We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Sir, you want to say something? सर बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर बताइए सर, एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand. Security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं। We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as he followed the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर यू वांट टू से समथिंग? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर बताइए सर, एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand. Security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं। We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as he followed the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर यू वांट टू से समथिंग? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर बताइए सर, एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand. Security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं। We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as he followed the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
सर यू वांट टू से समथिंग? सर बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर बताइए सर, एक सवाल मनीष जी एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है।
It is a time for looking back at where we came from and also for looking ahead at where we want to go. The Interpol is also approaching a historic milestone. In 2023, Interpol will be celebrating 100 years of founding. This is a good time
to rejoice and reflect, learn from setbacks, celebrate victories, and then look to the future with hope. Friends, the concept of Interpol finds a connect with various aspects of Indian philosophy. The motto of the Interpol is connecting police for a safer world. Many of you may have heard of the Vedas as one of the world's oldest scriptures. One of the verses in Vedas says, Ano bhadraha kratavo yantu vishwataha. It means, let noble thoughts come from all directions. This is a call for universal cooperation to make the world a better place. There is a unique global outlook in India's soul. This is why India is one of the top contributors in sending brave men and women the United Nations peacekeeping operations. Even before our own independence, we made sacrifices to make the world a better place. Thousands of Indians fought and died in the world wars. From climate targets to COVID vaccines, India has shown willingness to take the lead in any kind of crisis. And now, at a time when nations and societies are becoming inward-looking, India calls for more, not less, international cooperation. Global cooperation for local welfare is our call. Friends, the philosophy of law enforcement is best explained by Chanakya, the ancient Indian philosopher. Anvikshaki traivartanam yoga kshema sadhano dandah tasya niti hi danda niti. Alabdha labhartha labdha parikshani rakshit vivardhani buddhasya tirtheshu pratipadani cha. It means the material and spiritual welfare of a society is through law enforcement. Law enforcement, according to Chanakya, helps in gaining what we do not have, protecting what we have, increasing what we have protected, and distributing it to the most deserving. This is an inclusive view of law enforcement. Police forces across the world are not just protecting people, but are furthering social welfare. They are also at the front line of society's response to any crisis. It was most visible during the COVID-19 pandemic. Across the world, police personnel put their own lives at risk to help people out. Many of them even made the ultimate sacrifice in service of the people. I pay my respect to them. Even if the world comes to halt, the responsibility of keeping it safe does not go away. The Interpol remained functional 24/7 even during the pandemic. Friends, India's diversity and scale are hard to imagine for those who have not experienced it. It is home to the highest mountain ranges, one of the driest deserts, some of the thickest forests, and many of the world's most densely populated cities. India packs the future of continents in just one country. For example, India's most populous state, Uttar Pradesh, has a population close to that of Brazil. Our capital, Delhi, has more people than the whole of Sweden. Friends, the Indian police at the federal and state levels cooperate to implement more than 900 national and around 10,000 state laws. Add to this the diversity of India's society. People from all the major religions of the world live here. There are hundreds of languages and dialects spoken. Massive festivals attract millions of devotees. For example, Kumbh Mela, the largest and longest spiritual mass gathering in the world, had 240 million pilgrims. With all this, our police forces work with respecting the diversity and rights of the people promised by the Constitution. They not only protect the people, but also serve our democracy. Take the scale of India's free, fair and massive elections. Election involve arrangements for around 900 million electorals. This is close to the population of North and South American continents taken together. About 2.3 million police personnel are deployed to help with these elections. In upholding diversity and democracy, India is a case study for the world. Friends, over the last 99 years, the Interpol has connected police organizations globally across 195 countries. This is despite differences in legal framework system and languages. In recognition of this, a commemorative stamp and a coin have been released today. Friends, despite all the past successes, today I want to remind the world about a few things. There are many harmful globalized threats that the world faces. Terrorism, corruption, drug trafficking, poaching, and organized crime. The pace of change of these dangers is faster than earlier. When threats are global, the response cannot be just local. It is time, and it is high time, that the world comes together to defeat these threats. Friends, India has been combating transnational terrorism for several decades. Long before the world woke up to it, we knew the price of safety and security. Thousands of our people made the ultimate sacrifice in this fight. But it is no longer enough that terrorism is fought only the physical space. It is now spreading its presence through online radicalization and cyber threats. At the click of a button, an attack can be executed or systems can be brought to their knees. Each nation is working on strategies against them. But what we do within our borders in our longer enough, there is need to further develop international strategies. Establishment of early detection and warning systems, protecting transportation services, security for communication infrastructure, security for critical infrastructure, technical and technological assistance, intelligence agents, many of the things need to be taken to a new level. Friends, some of you may be thinking why I spoke of corruption as a dangerous threat. Corruption and financial crimes have harmed the welfare of the citizens of many countries. The corrupt find a way to park the process of crime in different parts of the world. This money belongs to the citizens of the country from which they have been taken. Often, this has been taken from some of the poorest people in the world. Further, it is such money that is pushed into evil activities. This is one of the major sources of terror funding, from illegal drugs that destroy your life, to human trafficking, from weakening democracies to the sale of illegal arms. This dirty money funds many destructive enterprises. Yes, there are diverse legal and procedural framework to deal with them. However, there is a need for the global community to work even faster to eliminate safe havens. There can be no safe havens for the corrupt terrorists, drug cartels, poaching gangs, or organized crime. Such crimes against people in one place are crimes against everyone, crimes against humanity. Further, this is not our future generations. Police and law enforcement agencies need to devise procedures and protocols to increase cooperation. Interpol can help by speeding up of red corner notices for fugitive offenders. Friends, a safe and secure world is our shared responsibility. When the forces of good cooperate, the forces of crime cannot operate. Friends, before I conclude, I have an appeal to all the guests. Do consider visiting the National Police Memorial and National War Memorial in New Delhi. You can pay respect to the heroes who laid down their lives to keep India safe. These were men and women, just like many of you, ready to do anything for the nation. Friends, let communication, collaboration and cooperation defeat crime, corruption and terrorism. I hope the 19th International General Assembly proves to be an effective and successful platform for this. Once again, I welcome you all to this important program. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, sir. I now invite Major General Akhmat Nasser Al-Raisi, President of Interpol, to present a token of appreciation on behalf of Interpol to the Honorable Prime Minister.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Sir, you want to say something? Sir, बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर, कुछ तो बताइए सर. एक सवाल. मनीष जी, एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Sir, you want to say something? Sir, बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर, कुछ तो बताइए सर. एक सवाल. मनीष जी, एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Sir, you want to say something? Sir, बताइए, कुछ तो बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. सर, कुछ तो बताइए सर. एक सवाल. मनीष जी, एक सवाल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now you see is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh made by Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं. We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Sir, you want to say something? Sir, बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. मनीष जी, बताइए सर. एक सवाल. मनीष जी, एक सवाल. बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.
Sanjay Singh now, you see, is in the middle and protected by the Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas. Hand on hand, security around Sanjay Singh, made by Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and leaders. They are not allowing police officials to take Sanjay Singh. Police finally detained Sanjay Singh.
मनीष सिसोदिया राजघाट पहुंच चुके हैं.
We are right outside Rajghat. Massive cavalcade of all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters is here at Rajghat.
The vehicle of Manish Sisodia as we follow the cavalcade to CBI for interrogation.
Sir, you want to say something? Sir, बताइए, कुछ बताइए सर. आपको समन किया जा रहा है. मनीष जी, बताइए सर. एक सवाल. मनीष जी, एक सवाल. बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है.